Everyone's obsessed with finding new leads. Every business coach tells you to focus on marketing, more funnels, more visibility, but the real reason most experts can't scale isn't the lack of leads. It's what happens after those leads become clients. They sign 5, 10, 20 clients and suddenly they are trapped managing the messages, DMs, fixing emotions, rewriting content instead of actually leading their business. I know because that used to be me too. I was on every single client call thinking that that was the only way to guarantee results until I realized this. The more I tried to personally deliver the transformation, the less scalable it became. And today, our team manages over 100 clients, each with personal support, accountability, and coaching. And I don't take any one on one calls myself. And the results are better than ever. So, in this video, I will show you exactly how we build the system, the structure that lets you keep your clients high touch and supported, getting results without chaining yourself to calendar. Because most coaches think that adding more clients automatically multiplies their impact. But in reality, it just multiplies the amount of things they have to manage. It can make them actually feel less free. And most coaches don't burn out because of marketing. They burn out because their fulfillment model doesn't scale. They become the emotional manager for every client. And when you take responsibility for everything, your clients also slowly stop taking any themselves. I have seen many times how coaches have shut down their whole offer because of the huge workload, everyone's expectations, and the pressure to deliver results. For example, like I was part of Vanessa Lau's mastermind before she shut that down and quit. And we have seen this within our clients too. So the turning point for me came when we stopped trying to protect clients from discomfort and started leading them through it. Because our job isn't to make the process easy, our job is to make progress inevitable. So when I stopped doing everything myself, I finally also became the leader of the business and not the employee inside it. And that is when we built our internal delivery system that now we have served nearly 600 experts through our program. So with this system, clients still feel guided and supported, but it no longer relies on me being on every call because freedom doesn't actually come from you doing less. It comes from building smarter systems that hold quality without you holding everything. And we call this smart fulfillment framework. It's the reason we can manage over 100 active clients without chaos and without losing the personal touch. Because scaling delivery doesn't mean removing the human side, it means building systems that protect it. So there are three principles behind it. And the number one is shared responsibility. When our client base started growing, I noticed something interesting because first thing we tend to do, especially as women, we try to take responsibility for everything. Every client struggle, every result, every mindset wobble, whatever they have. But at the same time, the less responsibility our clients took for their own results. And that is when I realized real results come from shared responsibility. And I remember this hitting me especially hard in Dubai. So I was in this high level business mastermind, and the entrepreneur running it was William Brown. And he had completely different mindset from what I usually see, especially among women in the coaching space. He said something that stuck with me. I don't feel guilty if someone doesn't do their part. I give my 50%, and if the other person doesn't move, that is on them, not me. And he really meant it. He didn't say it from arrogance, from confidence in his systems. That is really what hit me because most of us, especially women, carry so much emotional weight for our clients. And that is even a reason why we sometimes don't want to have more one-on-one clients or any more clients at all. We think that we are being caring, but what we are really doing is carrying responsibility that was never ours to begin with. So that became a defining rule in our company. We own the structure, the milestones, timelines, and the system, but the client owns the implementation. If a client falls behind, we don't rewrite the strategy for them. We check the data. Where did they stop? What do they need? And how can we help them to get back on track? That is what a 50-50 partnership looks like. We give our half with excellence and leadership, and they bring their half with commitment and follow through. And when both sides do their part, results become predictable, not emotional. So the number 2 is predictive support. We also call this the step ahead principle because most coaches wait for problems to appear. A client losing their motivation or doubting the process or hits resistance, and then they jump in to fix it. We do the opposite. We anticipate the problem before it even happens. Because after coaching hundreds of experts through the same journey, we already know the emotional timeline. We know when fear peaks right before they start selling their new premium offer. And we know when self-doubt shows up after the first rejection. And we know when energy drops halfway through implementation. So our client success managers are always one step ahead. They have pre-built scripts, mindset touchpoints, and accountability steps ready to help clients move through those moments quickly. So that is not reactive coaching or consulting, that is predictive consultation. And it's the only kind that actually scales your results too. And to make all of this trackable, we built one more layer called the client health score. So the number 3 is the client health score. Most people still run delivery based on feelings. If the clients seem happy, everything must be fine. But that is dangerous, especially if you want to remove yourself from the delivery because it's reactive and we prefer data over any kind of drama. So every client has a health score that tracks their trust level, their engagement and milestone. It's color-coded, green, yellow, and red, and our client success team updates it every single week behind the scenes. So instead of waiting for feedback, we always know exactly who's on track and who needs support. And when a score dips, the team doesn't panic. They diagnose. They look at the data and find the weak point and step in early, not emotionally, but structurally. And that is why our results stay consistent even as we scale. And honestly, here's what my days look like now. When our closer signs a new client, that client instantly gets scheduled for a kickoff call with our client success manager. And from that moment, the entire process is being tracked. So we have quality control, they are supported, and everything is measured all the way from onboarding to results and renewal. My only role is actually now to watch the team perform. I can open Slack, check our testimonials channel, see new wins, look at our team doing these celebration calls with our clients and see client shoutouts. And that is how I know the system is healthy. And I don't need to step in because I have already built the structure that makes success repeatable without me. And that is what scalable fulfillment really looks like. It's not about you being in every client call. It's about building frameworks so your team can multiply your impact. And as a founder, your job is to create the intellectual property, the ideas, the systems, and the frameworks so your team can scale it beyond you. That is the true freedom. And that is why structure doesn't limit your freedom, it creates it. If you want to see exactly how we structure all of this behind the scenes, the same systems our team uses to manage over 100 clients while keeping delivery high touch and scalable, you can grab my scaling roadmap for free, linked below. It shows every stage of growth, what systems you need in place, and how to buy back your time without losing quality. Whether you're still doing everything yourself or already have a small team, this roadmap helps you see exactly what to fix next, so your business can finally run without you. Most coaches try to create safety by being everywhere, but true safety for your clients comes from structure, from knowing there's a process that works no matter who delivers it. And this is what gives me also peace, knowing our clients get results and our team feels supported, and I finally have space to think other things again. And I always remind myself of this by benchmarking someone who's been doing it for decades. You know Dan Sullivan, the founder of Strategic Coach, the writer of 10x is easier than 2x and Who Not How books. And he is in his 80s and his business has been running for over 30 years. And some of his clients have been with him for 17 years straight. Next year will be my third year being part of Strategic Coach. And that is the kind of long-term impact I want to build. Because unlike many online gurus who've been around for only a few years and built everything around themselves, Dan built a company that outlives his personal presence. They run over 600 workshops yearly, and Dan runs 12 of them. And they do it so well that the business just keeps growing year after year. So that is the model that I want to follow myself too. A business built on principles, not personality. And business built on systems, not the constant hustle. And on legacy, not constant reinvention. And when you're not stuck in daily management, you can focus on leadership, innovation, and vision, or work with fewer high-level clients, just like I still do. And the real difference between a coach who's trapped in their own business and a founder who's free to grow is not doing more, but having better systems. If you want to scale your impact without scaling your calendar, the roadmap below will show you exactly how we did it. Because structure isn't what limits your freedom, it's what creates it.